3:22. Marto. All right, Greg, let's start with the domestic situation because you've spent most of the last week moving house. It's not house, it's to an apartment. It involves 66 separate stairs. Why did you move somewhere where there's no lift?
Because my wife wanted to move there, and we were booted out of the little cottage we'd been in. We were renting from our nephew. Who rents from their nephew?
Who rents from their nephew?
Yeah, well, we did, because we didn't know where we wanted to live after we sold our house. And then 2 years later, we go, oh, you're going to have a baby. You want to move back to Brisbane. Right, have your house back. Then we had to find a place. And I didn't realise when I looked at the place how many stairs there were, because it was all exciting. But then when you're carrying big, heavy stuff, I had to get a couple of Samoan blokes and feed them lots of chickens and stuff to get them up there. So, crikey.
Yeah, but hang on a second, mate. So it doesn't stop here. So now, every time you are on your way home, there's going to be a text, there's going to be a phone call. Greg, we need milk, we need this, we need this. You're carrying grocery bags every day up those stairs, mate. You know that, don't you?
Do you remember when I told you back in December when I had my knee replaced from playing too much rugby?
Yes.
It's enjoying every one of those 66 steps. Anyway, it's good. My wife's happy.
When you moved as well, can you just tell us that, mate, even at our age, you put stuff in the wrong place, didn't you? Don't know, hold, no, that doesn't go there. No, I don't know where that should go, but no, don't put it there.
She mentioned to me, yes, that happened, but I had taken your advice and just kept nodding the whole time. Do you think that would look better here? I'm a builder. I know how things should look, I reckon, but apparently I don't. I went looking for something last night, wanted to cook, and she made a mention, you might have trouble finding stuff. I've been in the other house for 2 years and I didn't know where stuff was. So, first time in an apartment though, Marnie. First time in my life I haven't had a shed.
Wow.
I have nowhere to retreat to. I went into a cupboard yesterday and just hid there for a while.
Well, that's it. You look, and everywhere you are, the other thing you're going to find out, mate, is that she, her who must be obeyed, can yell at you from any part of the house, right? So it doesn't matter where you are. I can't hear you. I'm over here. But you have to move from where you are to where the voice is coming from. Is that true?
Well, not when you're in the cupboard. If she can't find you, she thinks I've gone out. Anyway. It's interesting.
We played a B team against you lot in Dunedin. You couldn't even beat us then.
Oh,
Come
no,
on,
you're not going to get...
I'm going to do that, mate.
Every single Kiwi who lives here in Brisbane has rung, well, what's wrong with your Wallabies? I think it's bloody hilarious. It wasn't your B team. You don't have a B team.
Sorry,
you have about 3,000 people who are all of the same ability who you just keep trotting out there, and we're very jealous of you. And we went, can't you just be nice enough to go, geez, you guys were played out of your skin in that first half?
Well, we gave Eddie something to cling on to, mate, and I mean that's the worst thing, and it's upset a lot of All Black fans. Upset, past All Blacks like Justin Marshall and the Mex on the program are just saying, why the hell did we do this? Play the proper team, play this first choice selection, smack them by 50, and end it. But no, we opened the door again.
No. What you did, because you think every World Cup, you think about it, every World Cup throws up an injury, a wicked injury, whether it's at number 10, do you remember, or whatever position it is, they throw up injuries. You've got to give these younger guys and the B team players, as you call them, you've got to give them a run. So otherwise there'll be surprises that you won't be able to cope with when you're over in France. Give them a run now. That's what it's about. Can't believe you can't play the A team every game.
Of course you can, mate. This is what Marshy was saying. This is what they train for, the rugby players, Greg. Play every week. The NRL guys do it.
Sure.
Yeah, but the sports scientists come involved now. That's what happens, mate. I know you can't. The guy with the clipboard decides who plays and when they play, mate. That's how New Zealand rugby works.
Well, no, that's how Australian rugby... Well, I don't know how Australian rugby works. I haven't got my head around it. None from 4. We haven't named our team yet. We're waiting to spring a few late surprises on you.
Well, is Hooper going to make it or not? Because all the word out of Australia is that he's going to be, I quote, a shock non-selection. Is that true?
It sounds like no. When you get to 31, whatever he is, and he's been a warrior and everything else, but he'd be like Sam Kerr. He wouldn't be able to play the first 2 or 3 games, and they can't operate on that. Imagine if he plays half of the third game against Georgia, does his calf, and you've wasted a player at the World Cup. We've got to have Fraser McWright there, so it sounds like Hooper is gone, and I reckon they're going to go with Tate McDermott as captain, which is quite extraordinary because he wasn't even in the squad for the first test of the year. So Eddie came in and he said there's going to be a few surprises, and there probably will be. I reckon there might be a bolter called Jorgensen in there tonight when they name the team.
So apart from Nick Farr-Jones and also George Gregan, what other Australian rugby player ever thinks that it's a good idea to have a chatty, nippy halfback as your captain, mate? I mean, all he's going to do is F off a French referee, isn't he?
That is so true. I hadn't considered that.
Yeah.
But Tate, he can be like that. Yeah, I was going to say he's not like that. But they're in the... but I reckon it's a worse idea to have an overside flanker because they're doing all the cheating. I'm not talking about Richie
good point.
McCaw.
Oh, come on, don't even start that, mate. Don't even start that.
Okay, it's not funny. It's not funny.
The other thing about Michael Hooper is, look, Khaleesi's going to the World Cup. No one knows whether he's going to play.
Oh, that's true. That's their worry, but they need him more as a spiritual leader.
Yeah.
I don't think Hooper's not that sort of player. Well, he's played bugger all rugby this year, so... I don't know. I don't reckon they'll miss him. But, mate, we've got more problems than that. We haven't got a good enough team. I know the first half was impressive and everything, and we'll occasionally play out our skins, but we can't do that 4 games in a row, let alone 7 games to win the World Cup. So, I'm no more hopeful. That was an anomaly, that first half against you blokes last Saturday.
Oh, yeah, but you at half-time. What did you go through? Because you would have set the... I just kept saying, Greg, kick the goddamn penalties. Kick the friggin' penalties. Kick the penalties, mate. Get 20-3. Get 23-3. Make it 3 consecutive scores. Then you've got a chance. If you're going to beat the All Blacks, you've got to take the points. Hey?
It's the All Blacks. That's what Mrs. Marto was just going, I've not seen you this animated forever because we were a chance.
Yes.
You kicked it. It's the All Blacks. You're not playing Georgia or Portugal. You're playing the All Blacks. Take the points. Take the points. You're not trying to prove how brave. That's how the commentators, I don't know what commentators you had over there, but we had our blokes anyway. Yeah. Brave captaincy.
No, it's not dumb captaincy.
It's the All Blacks.
Yeah. I just thought, naive, because in the end it's a 3-point difference. So, yeah, I just thought it dumb and naive. The Matildas, mate, are they going to do it? Are they the toast of the town? Is the whole country talking about them?
It's quite extraordinary. Do you know they outrated, on television, they outrated all 3 Origin games?
Wow.
I know. It's been extraordinary. I thought it was just a bunch of screaming 12-year-old girls who are loving them. It's our nation. I didn't realise how much we love soccer. Not me, I'm saying, but I'm getting along for the game. But Sam Kerr, they're calling her the world's best footballer. I don't know if she is because we haven't seen her play enough. But something's happened here. It's been extraordinary, mate. Everyone's an expert on soccer. Still don't know the offside rule, but everyone's an expert, and they're carrying Australia on their coattails. I think we're having a soccer-led economic recovery over here. Just people are so happy.
Why are they into it? Because the same thing here, mate. Look, rugby's our national game. The Northland versus Taranaki NPC match last night. I struggled to count a crowd there. Yet midweek at Eden Park, we have Argentina playing Italy. We have Japan playing or Norway playing. It doesn't matter who it is, but you're getting sellout crowds midweek in rainy, wintry Auckland to watch women's football matches not involving New Zealand. What is this about?
Because you're being told you're supposed to. You know the story of the Emperor's New Clothes? I tried to tell that story at the start of the World Cup going, can someone explain that an under-15 boys team could beat most of these girls' teams? They don't want to know that, though. It's about women's sport. It's wonderful. And guess who won the Netball World Championship?
Yes.
You probably haven't read about it yet, have you? Have you heard anything about it?
I mean, you're a machine. That seems a machine, mate.
Women's sport is incredible here in Australia, and it's, Nike loving it because they're selling girls' footy boots. And I tell you who's scared is AFLW, because all those little girls, I don't know, you don't see what happens over here, but AFLW throws so much money at trying to get little girls to play, and now those little girls who've been kicking an oval ball now want to all play soccer and be like Sam Kerr. It's been extraordinary what's happened here in the last 2 weeks.
All right then, mate. That's it for us for the week. We're off to France for the World Cup. You going to join us or not?
No, I was going and I pulled out. You know where I'm going instead? I'm going to Queenstown.
I know. You cycle to, mate. So is that deliberately you aren't going to watch the tournament then, or you are going to watch it, but you're going to watch it from here in New Zealand?
For here in New Zealand. I'm going straight to New Zealand. I'll be there in time for the first match, you guys versus France. We've cancelled the cycling tour. We might go on a ride, but we just want to because there'll be some early mornings, and I don't want cycling to get into the way of the rugby. But I don't want to go to Frad's and be that dickhead in a Wallaby jersey and everyone going, oh, what about when Portugal beat you last Tuesday?
Enjoy your weekend, bro. We'll talk next week.
Love your work, mate.
Excellent, mate.
Devlin.
Unbelievable. Incredible.
The platform.